In a shocking twist that has sent shockwaves through the charity world and the royal family, Prince Harry has made the unexpected decision to step down from Sussexes, the African charity he co-founded nearly 20 years ago. But this is no ordinary resignation. It's a move that has been overshadowed by a $50 million financial mismanagement scandal that has ignited outrage among donors, led to disillusionment among insiders, and triggered a full-scale investigation by the UK Charity Commission. What began as a noble mission to help children in Africa is now engulfed in a storm of scandal and controversy, with the very man who once symbolized compassion and goodwill at the center of it all. Harry's departure has been preceded by weeks of escalating tensions between him, the Board of Trustees, and Chairwoman Dr. Sophie Shandaka, a globally respected leader in finance and diversity advocacy. Once celebrated as a pioneering figure in the global finance community, Dr. Shandaka now finds herself caught in a devastating whirlwind of legal battles and reputational turmoil. The allegations against her are serious: bullying, harassment, and abuse of power. But the most shocking accusation? That she used her position to shield Meghan Markle from public backlash, even if it meant compromising the stability of the charity. As this drama unfolds, insiders are revealing a deeply unsettling story of power struggles, hidden agendas, and corporate misdeeds that threaten to bring down everything the charity once stood for. Sources close to the organization describe a turbulent battle behind the scenes, with Dr. Shandaka allegedly refusing to approve financial statements tied to dubious international expenditures. Polo events, luxury vacations, and even wellness retreats. None of these seem to align with Sussexes' charitable mission, yet these expenses were reportedly approved by Harry's team. One former trustee remarked, "There were warning signs from the very beginning. The numbers didn't add up, and every time we raised concerns, Harry's team pushed back." But these warning signs were ignored, until they could no longer be swept under the rug. The breaking point came when Harry reportedly insisted that Dr. Shandaka publicly clear Meghan Markle's name following an incident at a high-profile polo fundraiser in Santa Barbara. Meghan had been accused of embarrassing a veteran little ambassador in front of sponsors, yet refused to apologize for her actions. Dr. Shandaka, seeing the situation differently, chose not to endorse what she felt was a misrepresentation of the facts. This decision ignited a fierce conflict between her and Harry, leading to tensions that ultimately fractured the organization. In the aftermath, the Board of Trustees, once a unified team, resigned en masse, issuing a damning farewell statement that condemned the charity's deteriorating leadership environment. But the resignation of the board was just the beginning of the chaos. Behind closed doors, a much darker truth was beginning to emerge. The $50 million in funds that had been mishandled became the focal point of the scandal. Audits revealed a pattern of reckless spending, questionable vendor contracts, and personal expenses linked to Harry's close associates. Yet, despite the magnitude of the mismanagement, no official criminal charges have been filed, at least not yet. The UK Charity Commission has launched an extensive investigation, but the damage has already been done. Dr. Shandaka has provided explosive evidence suggesting that spending decisions were made under extreme pressure, with no oversight from trustees. What's worse, the lack of accountability seems to have been a deliberate tactic to cover up the truth. For those who once believed in Sussexes' mission, the sense of betrayal is impossible to ignore. One former ambassador expressed their disappointment, saying, "We joined Harry on this mission because we truly believed he cared about the children of Lutu. Now it feels like it was all just a platform to elevate his personal brand." The fallout from this scandal has been swift and unforgiving. Several corporate sponsors have pulled their funding, and a US-based NGO collaborating with Sussexes on health and education initiatives has suspended all joint activities. Insiders are warning that more resignations are on the way, as staff and volunteers are left disillusioned by the collapse of the organization they once supported. What was once a shining beacon of hope for underprivileged children in Africa is now a sinking ship, tangled in a web of financial mismanagement, power struggles, and personal agendas. As the investigation into the $50 million scandal intensifies, the Sussexes' carefully constructed public image is beginning to unravel. Will the truth behind Sussexes' downfall finally be revealed, or will the powerful forces at play keep it buried? What will become of Harry and Meghan's legacy, once thought to be synonymous with charity work and social good? The stakes are high, And the answers are far from clear. Stay tuned, because as the world watches this royal charity scandal unfold, the final revelations may be far more explosive than anyone could have predicted.